discuss the Constitution and functions of the Finance Commission. Ans. According to Article 280(1), the President shall within 2 years from the commencement of the Constitution, and thereafter at the expiration of every 5th year or at such earlier times as the President considers necessary, by order constitute a Finance Commission which shall consist of a chairman and 4 members to be appointed by the President. Article 280(2) provides that Parliament may by law determine the qualification which shall be requisite for appointment as member of the Commission and the manner in which they shall be selected. Duties of the Finance Commission. It shall be the duties of the Finance Commission to make recommendations to the President as to a. The distribution between the Union and the states of the net proceeds of taxes which are to be or may be divided between them under this chapter, and the allocation between the states of the respective shares of such proceeds. b. The principle which should govern the grants in aid of the revenues of the states out of the Consolidated Fund of India. c. Any other matter referred to the Commission by the President in the interest of sound finance. The Commission shall determine their procedure and shall have powers in the performance of their functions as Parliament may by law confer on them. Article 281 provides that the President shall cause every recommendations of the Finance Commission to be laid before each House of Parliament together with an explanatory note. The scheme of distribution of revenue indicate, like distribution of legislative and administrative powers, a clear tendency towards centralization in favor of the centre. The centre's resources are vast, but the state resources are very meagre, while the responsibilities of states are manifold. The control of centre over the finances appears to be a violation of the principles of federation which is adopted in the India Constitution. But it is to be stood in the context of historical background underlying the Indian Constitution, that is for consolidating and strengthening the unity of India. It is the central government which is ultimately responsible for maintaining economic unity and thereby maintaining the welfare of country.